Hey, what's up guys? This is Juan from Omega Gaming. Today I'm going to show you 3 videos you can play using 2-card combos in Yummy to stop losing to cards like Infinite Impermanence, Nibiru, Ghost Ogre, and most importantly, stop letting this card get banished. Alright, so let's get to it right away and I'll show you these videos. So for the first combo video, it's going to be Hornet drones plus one of the names, and we're going to get right to it. Again, all these combos play around Impermanence, Nibiru, Ghost Ogre, and your field spell minion getting banished. So we start with Hornet drones, summoning the token, and linking it off into Kagari effect, add back the Hornet drones. Now this is where we just special summon the Yummy because we don't want to summon the Hornet drones, go into Cup C and then get impermed on the Cup C. So here we start synchro summoning for Cup C Yummy way. This is going to search the missing 2 names you have. So in this instance, it's going to be Cup C and Cookie, and you can now dodge the imperm because you have a name in the graveyard to tag out into if they attempt to imperm you. So Cup C is going to resolve here, adding Cup C and Cookie and discarding one of your dead cards. From here, we activate the Hornet drones to place itself in the field. And at this point, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 5 summons now, so they can Nibiru us. But as you can see, we still have 2 names and we haven't normal summoned yet. So here we link away the Cup C in the extra monster zone into the Yummy+Yummy, and we're going to activate the Yummy+Yummy effect. And this is where, instead of getting the minion to extend, because we already have enough bodies, so we don't need to, and we want to keep it out of the deck so they can never SP us, hard scripter us, or lollipop us in the mirror match, we just get the Akroki and we start playing around the Nibiru now, because this card has a second effect which says that if your face-up monster leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, you can summon the level 1 Yummy from your deck. So now at any point that Nibiru you can trigger this to summon another name. From here we special summon the Cup C Yummy way, activate its effect to add the Yummy Surprise, which again you can dodge imperm with snatching. So we get Surprise, and here we link away the Cup C into another snatchy. Now we start summoning our extenders using the snatchy and the Hornet drones. You summon the Lollipop, and you're going to revive 2 bodies, both of them being the effect monsters, because you need the levels to synchro summon with. Now the only important part here when it comes to zoning is to avoid the zone under the snatchy, because you're going to use it in your combo later on. After this, you use the Lollipop and one of your names to summon your Marching Metal Marcher, and use its effect to bring back the Lollipop from your graveyard right here. From here on, this is the last point your opponent can Nibiru you before you summon the Herald, at which point they will, but your field is going to get you a level 1. You still have your Cookie from your hand to keep going with, and you can synchro summon the Cookie and then pop the Nibiru if you need to. But we're going to keep going. Synchro these 2 into your Herald. After this, we link away the Lollipop into a second copy of the last copy of Yummy+Yummy, and we special summon the Cookie out of your hand, and now we set Surprise. Now this is your end board. Now, we played around Impermanence the entire time. We didn't let our opponent Nibiru because we always had the field spot to extend with. We have 2 snatchies, so even if we Herald negate early on their turn, we don't lose to a Ghost Ogre because we have 2 bodies, so we don't have to use our Surprise to bring one of them back to keep synchroing with. And we have the field spot to synchro immediately on your opponent's turn into your Cookie, and you're not forced to book a moon as your first response. You can activate the field spot to pop immediately, and you can start tagging out all your bodies for all of your other plays. This is the combo that I've been doing for the last couple weeks, and it's been working out great so far. So for the second combo is what happens when you open up 2 names. We're gonna get right to it. Normal summon one of the names, link it off into the Yummy+Yummy. Now we're not going to place our field spell yet. The goal is to always get a Croaky, but we don't need to do that yet. We're going to special summon Cookie out of our hand here and start synchro summoning into our Cup C. That's our lines always start. Cup C effect is going to trigger to search the name that you're missing, and here being your main deck Cup C, but you can tag out if you get imperm because you have names in your graveyard. So this is going to resolve here, searching you 2 names and discarding a dead card. From here, you're going to link away the Cup C into another copy of Snatching, and now you can use its effect to place your field spell. Now that you've gotten this far, you can place the Akroki to start playing around the Nibiru. Now we special summon the Cup C out of our hand, and it's going to search us the Yummy Surprise. From here, we can synchro these 2 into our Lollipop and trigger our Lollipop to bring back 2 effect monsters that we're going to use for their levels with their effects negated. Now we synchro summon the Metal Marcher. Metal Marcher is going to bring back the Lollipop, which was effects negated, but that's not important. And then we synchro summon here the Herald. And now we can link away the Lollipop into our last Snatchy, special summon our Cookie out of our hand, set Surprise, and we have the same end board as we did before. And again, the whole time we played this hand, our Cupsy was never in trouble of resolving through an Imperm because we had the link 1 to be able to dodge it, and our Cupsy Synchro could also always resolve through Imperm because we had names in the graveyard to tag out into. Our field spell here lets us play around Nibiru before we get to our Herald, so it punishes them for even playing the card. And the biggest thing is your field spell is still in your deck, so you don't have to worry about playing the mini game where you just don't let them banish this. On your opponent's turn, there really isn't an instance where you need this on board. You can just always play with the cards you have here. If you synchro summon Snatchy and you want to get bigger bodies for bigger attack, you don't really need it, to be honest. You can just play with the board you have, because this is plenty of interruptions right here. You have a pop, Book a Moon for 2. With the Cookie, you have a negate here. You have a compulse if you play the Melfi's or your second Herald. You have your Surprise. You have your Graveyard Banish. This is more than enough interruptions. It's going to be Obedience Schooled and how to play it in the same manner to dodge cards like Imperm, Nibiru, and again, not get your field spell banished. So we go Obedience School, summon our 3 different names, and we start linking them off. We go into a Yummy Snatchy and use its effect to place a Croaky again. We're at 4 summons, so the next summon is going to put us into Nibiru range, but this can now play through it. Now we synchro summon our Snatchy and one of our names into our Synchro Cupsy, which is going to be used now to search a Cupsy and another name to your hand. Now the thing with Obedience School is that it gives you so much advantage. You can actually discard one of your Yummies that you added, not the Cupsy, and keep all 4 other cards if they're all good cards. But if they're all dead cards like Mocharmy, you can actually discard it and keep your name. But I'm going to show you how the combo still pops off even if you get rid of your last Yummy. Here we link away our Cookie into our Snatchy again. And again, we keep doing this because we want to have our Cupsy be able to resolve through an Imperm if they choose to try to hand trap it by being able to chain our Snatchy. So we special our Cupsy and we get our Quick Play Surprise. From here, we just continue the regular way. Synchro summon our Lollipop. Lollipop is going to bring back 2 names from your graveyard, and you're going to use one of them into your last Yummy Snatchy, and we set Surprise. Now, obviously, we can't end on the Herald here because we are beast locked by Obedience Schooled, but as you can see, we have a board that can make us a Herald very easily on our opponent's turn. We dodged the Imperm throughout the whole play, and we were Nibiru proof because of our Croaky. So we're perfectly fine in a lot of these scenarios. On your opponent's turn, the way you can summon the Herald very easily is once you tag out one of your names, being the Lollipop probably the first one to get the board wider, you tag out into 2 names, and now you can just Snatchy, synchro the Cupsy and 2 of them into your Herald or your Melfi to bounce, and you still have a link 1 and a level 1 to start summoning your other cards like your Lollipop or your Cookie to continue with your disruptions. So the current decklist we're trying out is going to be 3 Cupsies, 3 Cookies, and 3 Lollipops. These are really all the monsters that I think you need. We're trying a board breaker build, so those are the names. For the spells, we're playing 1 Talents, 1 Prosperity, and 1 Duster because we are playing the Thrust package. And I found that really all that you lose to when you go second in the matches against Mitsurugi and against Vanquish Soul is the Snow Dust Devil and the Prayers when they try to Raigeki you. So we have a target for that to try to not auto lose those matchups going second. We play 1 of each field spell. You don't need 2 of these. You do need this, and there's not really much to say about that. Just learn the deck a little bit more, get more comfortable, and you'll see that the second minion never comes up because they'll never banish the first one. We're also playing the Hornet drones and 2 engages for the extenders, and our 3 Obedience Schools. This is just non-debatable. You play it in every build that you play. We're trying out 3 Yummy Surprise at the moment. The card has been really good in testing. Even if you open it, you want to search the second copy because the multiple effects are all pretty relevant. So that's been pretty good so far. And we're trying out 3 Droplets as well as 3 Forbidden Chalices. These have been pretty good. The biggest merit to Chalice at the moment is whenever they contact CU games 2 and 3, you have a main deck out. We're trying out the Cross Shape as well. At the moment, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm losing that extra deck space, but it's accessible immediately. But these have been good so far, as Border Breakers going second and as Interruptions going first. So I'm gonna keep trying them out for the time being. And then for the traps, since we're playing no hand traps, we're trying the Dominators, the Purges, and the 3 Imperms. a lot of the time when you open up Imperm plus songs, it's almost an FTK. You know, it's just 3 disruptions that are all really good into the current format, and then a name, and you kind of just win the game. Now, those are all our decisions. For the extra deck, we're playing the Cross Sheep, the SP, the whatever it's called, SR Link 2s. They're all pretty good. This actually has been really good in testing lately. I wasn't playing it originally, but it's come up a lot of times in setting back all your quick plays. And now for the Link 1s, we're playing the Almirage. This is going to get switched out for an anima. Now that we're not playing them with Charmies, I haven't made the change yet, but it's still an okay card. The Link Spider for when you get Nibiru, and the Kagari for the Hornet drones. That's just mandatory. I'm playing 3 Link 1s because it's a pure build, and you go through all 3 names in a lot of your combos, even if you don't get hand trapped. Then we're playing 1 of each Synchro, 1 Lolly, 1 Cookie, 1 Cupsy. Again, not debatable. You don't need 2 of any copies. You can cycle them back with the field spells if you need to, or with their own effects, obviously. We're trying out 1 Herald, 1 Metal Marcher, and for our second level 4 target, we're trying the Mary Melfi's. I've liked it a lot in testing. It's more of a proactive response as opposed to summoning a Herald on your opponent's turn and getting it attacked over, or just being too late to respond to the card that you wanted to negate, as opposed to just having the Melfi's bounce a key part of their strategy and then just getting back to your turn and OTKing them. But overall, the list has been pretty solid. Side deck is irrelevant. It's just whatever you play at locals. This is just 15 cards that I found that I put together. But other than that, the list feels pretty solid for border breakers. I'm still going back and forth between both lists, and there's not really anything that's convincing me one way or another. But yeah, that's what I'm playing right now, and those are the combos that I'm trying out. Alright guys, so those are the combo videos that I wanted to show y'all. That's what I've been doing over the past couple weeks, and it's been going pretty well for me. The biggest thing about the combo videos, honestly, is just leaving your field spell in your deck. That's what I hear everybody talk about, that they lose to, getting this SP'd or hard scripted or whatever. And I think it's just a matter of not understanding how the deck works and how to optimize your combo lines without this. Really, the only time that you really want to get this out of your deck is whenever you're going for game, or whenever you want to clear a board. But a lot of the time, you still want to save your quick play to be able to dodge, stuff like that. That's why you never want to shotgun this early on. You want to save this in case, you lose the game outright by getting killed, or because they're banishing your field spell here. But yeah, other than that, if y'all see any issues with the combo videos or anything that we can improve upon them, let me know. I'm happy to always adjust them. And yeah, y'all have a good day.